What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome back to another Thursday night paint night. I'm your host, Adam Paul, Time Warp Custom Paint. I got my wife here, Ashley.
Hi, guys.
She'll relay any questions like always, but we're back at it again. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's hear in the comments. Hit that like button if you would. We do want to show you something real quick. We do have these new these going to be coming out this weekend. The new aluminum hood panels or tank panels. It's kind of mimics the shape of like a wassail tank. You can see the fuel spout, the two mounts here. They're drilled to be able to hang these up. But we'll be painting some of these probably in the future. But these are available, and they're going to come with a one roll of the fine line tape as well. So keep an eye out for those. But we're going to get to it. What we've been working on for the last, I think it's been the last few weeks now. We have been working on this tank. We worked on the rear fender already. That's almost all the way done. But if you want to go back, you can always go back into our live feeds and rewatch and get all the way back to speed here. So if you're not sure how I got it to this point, go to the Time Warp Custom Paint YouTube channel, click on the lives, and then you can go back. We have hundreds of them in there, but we have this tank. We had lining it out. We mixed up the candies, pretty much everything. But we're going to be working on this a little bit more again tonight. We have this clear coated. It's been sanded down with a 600 grit sanding sponge. It's all smoothed out, ready to go. Because remember, paint doesn't stick to shiny surfaces. We have to make sure that it has an etch to it because the paint needs something to grab to. If we plan on clear coating this thing and then just throwing paint right over the top, you're going to have adhesion issues. So for purpose of sanding, we want to make sure we get it smooth. So the next layer of paint has something smooth to land onto, and then it also has something to grab to. We'll grab some, hopefully this is a fresh rag. I think it is. We'll get it all nice and cleaned up. Next step on this, since it's been clear coated and kind of sealed up, which we had to do because we're going to be laying out a tannish kind of gray color. I think I have it up here. Yeah, right here. You can see right here we have this kind of it's almost like a primer gray look. But we're going to be using this. We're going to be covering this area on the top. And then also it goes all the way around. We're going to be spraying that. So we'll be going down into the paint booth, hooking this up to a spray gun, and we're going to spray that out. We're going to be doing the honeycomb graphics on the top and the bottom of the tank to kind of match up what we got going on with the fender. More of the same, I know, but it's a different piece. So we got to keep the same thing going on all these parts. So.
Question. Someone said, will you put the base coat on? Do you have to put, maybe he means when you put the base coat on, do you have to put a clear coat over it and send it back down before you start graphics?
Not necessarily, no. Nope. You can start with your first base color. Like say you got it primered, got the primer sanded, you lay down the first base color. Say it's black, you can go ahead and start your first graphics right on top of that black. Just remember, your tape's not going to stick quite as well because your black doesn't have as smooth of a surface as like sanded clear coat like we have here. It's going to be a little textured depending on how you spray it. So the tape's going to act a little bit different. So if you're new to it, yeah, maybe you might want to especially if it's a white color. And then the nice thing about if you were to clear coat the base color, start the graphics on top of that, if you had any overspray, you could always sand or wipe off the graphics because you've kind of protected your base layer. If that makes sense. I got a little gloss right here, as you can see. Let me show you.
B. Fisher sent a $5 super chat.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Looks like I got a couple more areas in here that I have to scuff still. Let me grab another pad. We want to make sure we do this right because, like, once again, if we leave, see how it's just kind of glossy up underneath there? I didn't quite get the sponge all the way underneath. Those are the problem areas. That's where paint starts to flake, or maybe you'll run your tape across that and then your paint won't stick. You got to make sure you're looking out for little areas like that. You can see how much better that looks. We'll clean it up. Same thing underneath here.
Hey, Dorkosaurus, you were a winner last week, and I didn't get an email from you. So just a heads up, send me your email. And babe, Casey says, the Ruby Claire guy says he's watching.
Oh, who is? Who?
Casey, the Ruby Claire.
Oh, hey, what up, Casey? Oh, he's learning.
Hi,
He's
Casey.
itching. He's getting back into it. Well, glad to have you here. Glad to have all you here. But you can see how I want to make sure we get, like, these areas are prone right here. Just they'll if you don't stand there and you clear over that, it's going to start popping up and peeling right there. And once it starts there, it's going to keep going.
B Diamond said that he's been using those 600 grit sponges like crazy.
Yeah, these things are awesome. They last a little longer if you wet sand with them. You want to make sure you get into the mounts here. I see how shiny up in here. We've got to knock down that shine. Same thing with right here. See it there? It's all slick. Give it some grit. Put some elbow grease into it. Yeah. What about under here? Oh, I missed a bunch. Tried to have it all prepped, but you know, once you sand it, you kind of have to look everything over.
Airbrush Down and Dirty Trick said a good job is all about the prep.
It is. It really is. I could have left it like that and said, oh, maybe I'll sand it later. I wouldn't have sanded it later. Wouldn't have happened. And then right up underneath here too. And I thought I was ready.
J Toad sent a $10 super chat.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
The Mighty Charge said, getting back into custom painting, what would you suggest for someone starting out? I've been watching your channel for some time now and want to try out the LiME products.
If you're looking to just like what kind of materials? Yeah, if you look on the link, it's in pretty much every one of my videos. There is something it says important links, but there's a beginner's book of stuff that you need to get started. So it talks about compressors. It talks about the paint that you would need. So basically, you want a paint gun, a certain compressor, all the main 3 primary colors of candy. You're going to want some reducer, some black, some white. And then if you want to go one step further, you'd get every primary color, which is just the 3, the red, the gold, and the blue of the base color. So now you have the pigmented, so you can make your green, you can make your purple. So that's all in there. It's kind of detailed more than probably I'll forget a bunch of stuff if I tell you. But yeah, I would say as far as airbrush goes, Harbor Freight, the Avante airbrush, go with that. It's cheap. You can get into it. Make sure you like it. And then once you get into it, maybe you can invest a little bit more money.
Does it matter if you dry sand or wet sand?
It doesn't.
Pilladay, our Canadian friend, sent a super chat. It's Canadian dollars, so it was $14 super chat.
All right.
Thanks.
The conversion there. All right.
Yeah, thank you for that. I know she won a couple weeks ago and said that was going to try the leaf. Did you try it yet?
Yeah. 2 coats of the leaf. I like to double leaf it. You get the best results.
Steve says, can I just sand my bike parts and use high build spray can primer?
Well, you can. Yes, you can. But depending on the condition, I wouldn't do it. Like that's not really meant to as an overall kind of a primer because it's just a 1K. But if your parts are painted, factory painted, and they're in good shape, you might just have to sand your clear coat down with a 600 grit, and you won't even need primer. You just make sure you prep it good, clean it good, sand it all down with 600 grit. Make sure you sand out any of the rock chips. If there's like bigger rock chips where maybe you have to like get down a little farther, you can use a little spray primer in just spots. It's really more of a spot primer when it comes to the spray cans. You wouldn't want to, or if you're doing art projects, maybe you can get away with that. I would spray these little panels with it, no problem. But if you're doing customers' work or your own Harley, if you need to primer it, use a 2K primer, 2 parts, part A and part B. If it's bare metal, best way to do is epoxy primer first.
Roman just asked, when you were doing jobs, what was your average turnaround time for you?
Oh, well, depends. Well, when I was in my prime, man, I think I was doing, I think I could do a bike and a half a week. But then that was back in like 2012 probably, and then everybody was kind of wanting the same kind of flames, the fire and skulls. So it made it super easy because I could whip those out fast. And some of the jobs nowadays are getting a little more complicated. Not really complicated. It just takes more layers, I guess. More clear coat, which means more time. But yeah, I mean, I bet a bike a week, tank and 2 fenders for me a week. And then I could probably sneak something else in that week too. Most of the time I was working on 2 projects at one time. So you have dry times, stuff like that. Okay, we're looking good now. I got that all cleaned up. I'm pretty happy with what's going on.
John says, well, Sunday was my last shift at the fire department. I'm officially retired.
All right.
This is hashtag call John, our firefighter buddy. So
oh, right
congrats. Oh my gosh. Congrats, John. Awesome for you.
Yeah, that's a goal to work for, man.
Yeah. And I think we said last time, I think he said 25 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I gotta double check to make sure we got. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, I was just double checking on the fender because I want to match up exactly what we got going on here.
How many layers of clear coat on this tank before you started laying the leaf?
The leaf? I haven't done the leaf yet, but the leaf can be done could be done in this layer if I wanted it to be.
And then somebody else asked, do you use any undercoating on the underside of your fenders?
Undercoating, you know what? I will use undercoating on fenders that are like really bad shape. Like if they're in really, really terrible shape, then I'll resort to rubberized undercoating. But if not, they get painted, which in most cases they always get painted. If it's a brand new raw fender, I would paint it. I feel like it's just you're already painting it anyways. I feel like it just looks better painted. So rubberized undercoating would probably be last resort. Excuse me. If it's just so rough under there that you just want to get it done. Making sure I got this lined up correctly. We don't want to. Beautiful. So basically all I'm doing here, I'll cover up this fuel spout again. Usually this gets back masked. I'll pull it out and remask it every time it goes back into the booth. Or if I'm spraying paint around it, we want to make sure that we're covering that so paint's not actually getting into the bone.
Jax is on and he says, talking about the base coat colors, the new base coat plus the reducer combo looks amazing.
Oh yeah, you got it. Thanks, Jax. Yeah, we do have some new combos. So you now buy the combo of the base coats with the reducer, with the quarter reducer. It's going to save you some money buying it that way. You'll be able to find that on Amazon and also the website there, also on eBay. Because you get in the base coat, you're going to need the reducer. I mean, you still have the option to buy it as a base coat, but you have that. Get that cleaned up a little bit right there. Okay. We taped around it. Now we need to cover up. We need to cover up this area because we don't want to overspray. But we really, oh, you know what? Right here, we need to address that. Well, the nice thing is see all that burn through right there? I actually got a little bit of run right there. But I was lucky because we're painting all of this gray. So I'm going to be fixing all my mistakes all in this one kind of stage here. Let's see. Let's grab me a good razor blade. Hopefully that's good. It has green paint all over it.
That's a nice tape job.
Thanks. Oh, that's still sharp enough. Okay. So I'm going to connect these two grays together just like that. That's not cut very good. You see that? There we go. Let's clean it up. That's better. Okay. All right, we'll grab some yellow. Find the edge here. So I'm just going to tape around it with the 3/4 inch tape to start. Nice thing about this yellow tape, it's a little more transparent. Slightly more transparent so you can kind of see where to cut and where to trim.
They're talking about where everyone's from on here. And Jeremy Diamond's on and he says that he's from South Ogden. And someone said, oh, I think it was Ben. He always says funny things. He cracks me up. He said something like, oh, he said, so you mean dog food, Utah?
Hey, that's true.
and then Jeremy said, laugh out loud. Yep, if the wind is right. And it just made me think of your shirt that says Ogden smells like dog food.
Yep. Well, and I painted that helmet that said it for the two-bit show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The Ogden smells like dog food. It's not as bad now.
It's not as bad for some weird reason, huh? What's up, Swampy? Swampy said he's been a member for 24 months.
Wow.
Congrats. That's
24
awesome.
months. Man, if we ever split up, I'm going to have to pay something.
Scotty said, Adam has the coolest art I can't even say it without laughing. He says, Adam has the coolest art studio. You have to climb the wall to get up there.
Yes.
Seriously, the stairs are sketch. That's why I have my own separate.
Your own stairs over there, huh?
Not as sketchy. Thanks to Rye.
Yeah, there's a couple ways down. You can take the fast way down if you want. Don't advise that.
They're probably going to see you go down those sketchy stairs or the witch stairs.
People down. We got to go to the booth. All right, so I don't waste all the tape. I'm going to use some paper to save some money here.
Do you sell the yellow tape yet?
Yes, the yellow tape is LiME. Thanks for asking. The yellow and the green. Pretty much all the masking supplies available there on LiME. Comes with a plastic razor blade and a regular razor blade if you're buying the combo pack. I'm just going to kind of fold this to the shape I need.
Swampy said those are not stairs, and someone said that they're the death stairs.
You know what I thought would be cool is an electric tape dispenser. You just stick this in an electric tape dispenser and you can just push the button. Have you seen those? It's kind of like our other packing dispenser. It's a real thing.
Cody Daniel's been a member for 43 months.
Holy cow.
How tall is your shop?
20 foot at the peak. And then it goes down to, it's only like it's a metal building. So it's just a little slope, metal roof. It's like it only goes down like 19 feet, I think, on the sides. I like the metal building because the trusses aren't like hanging down so far. So it gave us a lot more room up towards the top up here. Stays much warmer too.
Anthony said, was disappointed my yellow tape didn't have the time warp sticker in on it. Laugh out loud. So I ordered the green tape to get one. We do have it in the yellow though, right?
I don't know. Was it in this one? No. Nope.
Yeah, I think we still have some of the old with the white. What are those called? The inside?
This is the white core label.
Oh yeah, the core.
We now have the printed core. This is the LiME line on the inside.
It looks like this. That's what he's talking about. Well, I'm glad you got your printed core because they are pretty cool looking.
The new ones are all printed on the inside now. Same tape. Well, the green and the yellow is not, but if you get the yellow with the printed core, it's going to be the same as what we got here. Oh, and if you want a deal on masking tape, email us because we're selling the white cores. If you want to buy it by the case, for hella deals right now.
Custom Visions is on here. He says, greetings from France.
All right.
I've been following your videos for several years, and thanks to you, it is now my profession. I thank you. I hope to meet you one day. Change nothing. Continue like that. Nice. Congrats to you. That's awesome. Good to hear that.
Thanks. I appreciate that. In France. Who's in France? I think my friend's in France. Sherry's in France.
Oh, she is? She went to France?
Where's the Eiffel Tower? France? Yeah. Yeah, I have a friend that's actually in France right now. Her daughter just graduated. Matt with her master's degree. It's pretty awesome. Okay.
B Diamond said, everyone bragging. Oh my gosh. B Diamond says, everyone's bragging about how long they've been a member. Adam and I used to take baths together as kids. Oh, he cracked me up.
I don't remember this, but okay, I'll go. All right. It's good content. I'm going with it.
John said, B Diamond, you still take baths together.
Yeah, it's cracking me up. Yeah, it'll crack me up. All right, like I said, we're going to cover our bunghole here and make sure no paint gets in there. We got the double diamonds on here. B Diamond and Jerry. Don't call them the double diamonds.
We need the triple diamonds, and then we're real winners. You know, like the slots.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't have got it if I wouldn't have said it. Oh,
I don't play those things.
My. Come on, that's funny.
Okay, see how we got that all? It's just backmasked. That's all we can really do with these. They're not the best design. The better ones, like the new Harleys, will have like the little ring in there, a little rib right there. You can tuck your tape in there and cut it right around, and then it's a good spot to break your paint. But this, we rely on backmasking and making sure that the customer has new or newer fuel caps. Make sure that seals good.
Have you ever tried to do the crystal paint style? And would LimeLine ever sell the stuff to do the crystal effect?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple to make this stuff. You just you can buy a whole bag of it for really cheap, of the urea that you do it with. Yeah, I do have a live out there where I did it. However, I didn't do that great of a job. I feel like I didn't mix the ratio right, but I probably plan on doing one of those soon. I don't know if I'll do it live. It's probably what happened with the last one. I don't know, didn't adjust it right or something. It worked. It just didn't have the effect I wanted it to have, which it didn't. You remember that, Ash? It just didn't.
Yeah, I remember. I think Parrish said if you push it with a toothpick or something. Remember that?
Yeah, you push it with a toothpick.
His was cool.
And also a couple other people that have left comments and advice was, instead of using dish soap, use jet dry, because the jet dry doesn't sud up, doesn't bubble, and bubbling like messes it up too. So I guess a drop of jet dry instead of just regular dish soap, because what that does is that relieves the surface tension of the water, and it allows like the crystals to kind of flow out without that. A little bit of dish soap. Okay, enough about that. I'm going to put this down in the tank, or I'm going to put this tank down in the booth. I'm going to put this booth down in the tank. Okay, make sure it's nice and clean. I'll clean it one more time when it's down there. Just want to double check to make sure. See, like right here. I'm going to hit that one more time. I mean, it's not too bad, but like right there, it could start peeling there and then keep going. And then just a little bit more over here. This is the stuff you don't want to miss, because the customer comes back and his paint's peeling right there. I mean, it sucks. You don't want to be in that position. It's easy enough just to get in there and do it. And it's not that big of a deal.
Jeremy Diamond said he's going to be doing a video on the crystal effects next week on his YouTube.
Well, there you go. If you're looking for crystal effects,
check it out.
What's his
Diamond Custom Paint.
Diamond Custom Paint. You look it up on YouTube. Okay, I'm taking this down. We're going down. I'll come back and get you guys.
Parrish says he did a video on the crystal effect too on YouTube, so check out his YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. I think I may have watched some of his.
We did watch his.
Yeah.
I think he sent it to us too.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that. I'm gonna have to watch his before doing mine, because I don't know what the hell. Yeah, yours turned out good.
Yeah, his did turn out really cool.
Maybe he can come here. Indeed. All right, going down.
You didn't take the phone? He left us up here. He left us up here all by ourselves. I thought he was taking you guys with him. Maybe he didn't take the phone on purpose because he doesn't want me to catch him without his respirator on. He's tired of getting in trouble. Everybody's saying you didn't take the phone with you because you didn't want to be caught without your mask.
Yeah, I'm looking for my mask right here.
Oh, you came back for your mask.
I'm coming back for everything.
Oh, and the phone. You are going to take them down the crazy
I
stairs.
told you I was going to.
Well, you just up and left us. We didn't know where you went.
No, I don't know. Let's go.
Bye.
We'll be back.
Everybody hang on.
We'll be back in like 10 minutes. All right. We got the gun loaded up. 1.4. It's been reduced with urethane reducer. We're running at about 23 psi, 24 psi. Let's see what it looks like here. Yeah, we're good with that. Roll it off a little. Okay. All right. You can see I did quite a bit on just that one session. The fact that I sprayed the coats lighter and not so wet, I'm able to. You see, I was just kind of dusting it on. You're allowed to do. You're able. It's drying faster, so I'm able to get more done in less time with less paint. It is a little wet right now. I want to give it just a minute or two. And we will check it out, and then we'll put another coat on there, and we should have it. Go in here and check it out real quick. We're almost at full coverage. If you can, it's probably hard to see in the camera, but like right around here needs a little bit more. It's pretty much all the way covered here on the top. We look down here at the bottom. It needs a little more right there. The inside, we want to make sure we get it. If we're missing a little bit here and there, it's not the end of the world. We want to make sure we get everything under there. It looks like that all needs another coat. But we're getting pretty close. You can see that the gloss it was looking pretty wet when we first got in here. You can see it's really starting to flash off, and it's about ready for another coat. We'll throw that on. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm dropping a lot of stuff. I don't know if you saw. Woo wee! That's a workout. Okay, it's looking good. Barely had enough paint. Okay. Let's I'm gonna go grab the tank. It's getting pretty close to being dry. Right back. All right.
There was no more. There was no.
Woo.
I thought the screen was frozen. I was just gonna type. It wasn't.
You're not gonna talk?
Huh?
No, we're good.
I'm trying to retype.
Okay, well, this is gonna be a great thing for us to learn here, because I did find a little issue with the with what we got going on here, and I'll kind of show you here in a second. The paint's still pretty wet, especially right there. Wow, that's still really wet. I must have really saturated it right there. We did have a little bit of a wrinkle happen back underneath the tank here. It's going to cause us to have to fix it in a later step. We're going to go ahead and move forward with the rest of the graphics, but I know when we have this problem, we already know that we're going to have to come back and fix a few things. But you can see right here. So earlier I showed you where the paint, where I sanded and I kind of burnt through into the candy, through the clear into the candy. Well, what happened? Check this out. Right there. You can see that it wrinkled. Yeah. I'm glad it just happened right here, because there's not much we can do right now with it. What we will do is, once it's dry, we will kind of just get rid of the paint there, but it's going to be messed up right here. I'm gonna pretty much keep going on the tank. We're going to do the graphics, and we already know that there's going to be problems here, but we're going to have to address that in the next layer. We can, like I said, we can kind of wipe it away and do a few things here and there, but that's kind of the name of the game. So if you guys have seen this, basically what happened is, since I burnt through the clear coat, this had 2K clear coat that was hardened. Sanding through it can re-wet your paint that's underneath, causing it to the top layer, since it's hardened, to wrinkle like this. It doesn't happen all the time, but I mean, if you've been a custom painter for more than 6 months, this has probably happened to you. So we allowed the thinner to get in there to attack and re-wet previous layers because we burnt through. Now, the way we could have prevented that is, plain and simple, I put too much paint on it at once. You can see it's even still wet. I laid down too much paint, knowing that I burnt through. I should have just been super light with it, did a few really light coats, and built it up in very fine light coats. But since I sprayed it heavy, the reducers have a chance to lay on the surface and get up underneath, because the longer it's on there, the more chance it has to get up underneath there and affect the under layers. So yeah, it happens to the best of us, you know. I'm just glad it's there and not like all over the place, you know, because that could happen anywhere. It could happen on the top of the tank. There's no burn through. It could also happen if you have, like, even if you didn't burn through, but you were like almost ready to burn through and your clear coat is really thin, that thinner, if you're spraying something really wet on top, it can compromise that. It can find its way through, and then it'll wrinkle. But luckily everything there is smooth. No problems anywhere else. Basically just where I burnt through. But we're going to let that dry a little bit more because we do need to stick tape to it. We'll leave that all taped up too. But yeah, okay. Well, while that's dry, if you want to hashtag LiME into the comments, somebody is going to win one of these tank panels that we talked about earlier. Also, you'll get each one roll of each fine line tape, the 1/4 inch, the 1/8 inch, and the 16th inch tape. If you don't want this, you can also get a t-shirt. We can swap you out. So hashtag LiME in the comments. That'll put you in for a chance to win. Oh, and also one more thing, we're going to spice it up a little bit. If you are a member and you do win, we're going to throw in a t-shirt too. So if you are a YouTube member, basically you just go to the YouTube account. You can hit subscriptions, and there's a basic account, and but you get discount codes off of the LimeLine website, and then every once in a while I'll post something in there as well. But cool, yeah. Thanks for the support.
Some are those on Amazon?
They're not on Amazon yet, but they will be this weekend. They'll be paired up with a roll of tape. Get a free bonus roll of tape. I think they're going to be around $30. Okay, we're starting to dry.
Do you have to be a member to win? They asked.
No, not to win.
Caleb is a new member. Welcome to the fam, Caleb.
All right. Hey, it worked.
Woohoo.
You don't have to be a member to win, but if you are a member, you're also going to get a long sleeve t-shirt too. You want to show them those t-shirts while this is drying?
Sure.
Then we'll spin that wheel.
Yeah. It's a long sleeve shirt, but yeah.
This is the new long sleeve shirts that we got.
I'm wearing one today too.
Oh, and hey, you're going to win one of these fancy. We're going to throw these in there too. Fancy Time Warp keychain, leather keychain, courtesy of one of the double diamonds.
There's the shirts.
There's the shirts. So if you are a member and you happen to win, let us know. You're going to get that too. Okay. 1/8 inch. It's 1/8 inch.
Orlov said he got a shirt in the mail. It's super comfy and feels really nice.
Yeah, they're stretchy, huh?
What are the deals on the box of the tape you were talking about?
Yeah, the box of tape, I think it comes, you can we can get you hooked up with a box of tape for like $85, free shipping on the white course. I think it comes with 24 rolls if you're getting the 1.5 inch, 48 rolls if you're getting the 3/4 inch. But I only have like 6 boxes. So
is Shopify the only place to order the shirts?
yes, Shopify is the only place right now. That little area right there where we had some wrinkling, I'm just going to press this down. We already know it's messed up. I need to fix it later. But I'm just going to push those wrinkles down. Yeah, I got it really wet right there. It's sticky. My bad.
Should I spin the wheel?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, good luck, guys. Samantha Dimback. Congrats. You won a tank panel and some tape. And if you'd rather have a t-shirt, just let us know. But you got to let us know your address, info@limelinepaintsupply.com. Just give us a holler there, and we'll get you hooked up with your winnings. Okay, I think we're good. Now, you don't ever want to tape on top of clear that's still tacky and wet, obviously. We could probably give this another couple minutes, but...
Do you have paint suits?
We do. Yep. They're the paint hoodies. Okay, I think we're good there. I'm getting a little risky taping, but we'll be fine. We already know it's probably going to peel. It's probably going to peel off right where that problem was, but we're going to deal with that when it comes. Right now, I'm just laying down a pinstripe because what I want to do is, instead of going straight to the honeycomb graphics, I want to give it, and I'm also going to shade off of this line. It'll give me an extra pinstripe, kind of make it look a little better. We could just do it straight off of that line, but I feel like this gives it a little bit better look.
Someone said the suits on Amazon only say extra large.
Oh, you can always give us an email, info@LiME We can get you hooked up with what you need.
We have large, extra large, and double extra large. Correct?
I think so. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, some of them I think we had a problem getting them listed. I need to fix those. Just trying to butt this tape up right up next to the existing line. Right over all that problems. Okay. All right, I'm going to take, so I'm pretty sure I didn't get this line exactly right. It's a little off here and there. And I want to make sure I'm not spraying. If I left a little sliver in between there, I want to make sure that I'm not going to spray that. So I'm going to take the edge of this tape. I'm going to use the paper tape this time. And just run it right and bridge it over that. This will make sure that I don't get any unwanted overspray. because nobody's perfect. You're not going to lay it exactly on there. I mean, if you look real close, like right here, there's a little tiny sliver. Just use this as a little extra protection. Okay. Now we don't got to worry about it. Okay, good to go. Got that. All right, so we're going to use the honeycomb stencils again. This pack comes with 6 of these in there. Has the nice thing about the honeycomb is you can use them 2 different ways. You can use them and they can look like this, or you can use the opposite. Like we're gonna do it this way. But you can also lay out the each individual one itself with some tape, and it'll look like that. Completely different look. Yeah, there we go. That shows it. And then this one shows the, yeah, not too hard. Bonus. Yeah, see? Okay. And then, so yeah, you can see here that we're going to use the negative space laid over the top. But I do need to get the paint ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the same gray color. We're going to add a couple drops of black candy into it to darken it up a little bit. And then that way we're able to spray the graphics, and they're not going to be like, we're not going to use black because black's just going to be too powerful on this. We don't want it to be a ghost graphic, but we want it to be a graphic that kind of blends in with the same color, if you would. So we're just going to add a couple blacks to the original color here just to kind of change it up a little bit. Let me go grab that color. Okay, back to the original color. Pour a little bit in this cup here.
Someone said that it might be him, but it says he seems like Amazon is sparse. When you say that something's on there, he goes to look in the store and he says he can't find it.
On which one? On the.
I think it's on the store.
Oh, what's he not finding?
He didn't say something. He just said that in general.
Oh. Yeah, if there's something missing, let us know if you're looking for something. Okay. Black. We got it right here. So a little bit of black candy. All we need is just a little bit. We put the original mixture in here. A couple drops of this.
Hilde says, good Lord, how do you do that with gloves on, Adam?
Oh, yeah, I know. It's not easy. I want to make sure that, let me pour this in something else. Okay, let me try it and pour. I don't want too much. That darkened it up a little bit. I think it needs a little bit more still. Still a little bit more. Okay, now we're getting better. That's where we need to be at. Oh. They're just slightly a different color. Let me go ahead and load this up in my airbrush. And I'll airbrush a little bit right here. That way we can I can compare it with the fender, because I do need to match this up with the fender. I should have mixed up enough paint to do it all, but I didn't put a cap on it and it dried, so I got to mix it up again. No big deal. I knew how I mixed it. All right, I got some black in here. Let me clean that out.
Is that candy concentrate you're using?
Yes. Okay, where did I put that lid?
What lid?
The lid to the airbrush.
Is it under your stencil? Got some in my eye. No, on your.
Under here?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I think I had it over here. Okay, I think I have another one.
Oh, great.
I got a pile of.
Here.
Oh.
It's upside down, so it's black.
Huh.
There you go.
You see my airbrush pack? That's my. Should I show them?
Look at this.
This is my airbrush graveyard.
It's terrible.
Those are all my. There's a micron in there somewhere, but like in pieces though. It's a lot. This thing's heavy. Where they go to die. And every once in a while, I'll pull a lid out. Okay. Let's put a little bit in the airbrush and we'll see. It might not be dark enough. We don't know. Let me grab a little piece of tape here and we can use that as a judge. Okay, let's see. Can't really tell, but once you... Oh, that didn't help us very much. I just pulled off the paint off the tape. We're looking good though. I think we're pretty dang close. Yeah, we're going with it. We're going with it. But you can see how that didn't work very well. Duh. All right, we'll set this right here. Don't fall. Grab the first stencil. Save this. You could put these down with some transfer tape too if you wanted. It wants to cling to them. Ah. Right when I get close, it wants to cling to it. Okay, there we go.
How long does an airbrush last? Someone asked. And those are...
depends how you take care of it.
Some of those are ones that people have told you to try or whatever that, right? That you're like, these are not good.
Yeah. Some of those are like ones I've tested. That's true. A lot of them are junk. unfortunately. All right, let me grab a razor blade. We'll grab a blade, that way we can save some of this, hopefully, maybe. That bottom edge, we definitely use it down there.
How many times can you use the stencil before the tackiness goes away?
You could probably use it twice. I don't. Yeah, I don't usually do that. All right. I don't think I can use this up here because that's a little bit too small, but I can use it down below. Let me tuck this away so nothing happens. I'm not going to worry too much about doing right past there because I already know I'm going to have to repair it. But right here, let's try to get that down a little better. Whoa, I don't have. Let me fix that. I don't know why I didn't finish that up. See that? Yep. I just stopped her right there. Huh. Let me finish my job. Okay. Go. We'll stick that one right there. Maybe we'll do that again. We'll go back to the top. And once we trim off, we could probably use that. The scraps. Maybe. Okay, let's see if we can match this up, huh?
Do you use a separate airbrush to apply your leafing glue?
It's a good idea, but I don't. I just make sure I clean it out good. Every once in a while, I will, if I'm at Harbor Freight, I'll pick up another one. But yeah, it's a good idea, especially a cheaper airbrush. Nah, it looks like I used that whole thing. I don't have much extra. Okay, looking good. Have another one. Ooh. Got a little crazy with that. Kind of ripped it. Static. All right. Let's get these lined up here.
Steve said that he found some lace during Halloween that has spiders and skulls on it.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, that looked cool.
That makes it easy.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
There we go. Just trying to line this up correctly. Whoa, see, that's where I kind of pulled it apart. Let's get close there. There we go. Damn, I really kind of mangled this piece. I think we're okay, though.
Just like a puzzle.
Kind of is. It's exactly what it is. Let's keep it going down this way. Might be a little more tricky. Don't want to yank on this one too hard. There, that's better. We could always trim it right there so we don't have to overlap those. There we go. Some of these areas that we can just kind of cut it and put it together. There we go. No problem.
Big Papa said, try yard sales for lace.
Yeah, that's a great idea. You'll find some lace that it seems like all laces you find in the craft store now are all look the same. Okay, we're doing it. It's working. Not too hard. I might need to give you guys a different angle. Let me go down here. I probably could have cut that one first. We go. Well, that don't line up. Let me. Oh yeah, that one's way off. I gotta fix this one first. There we go. I was wondering why that wasn't lining up right. Probably could have brought that one up a little bit. Ah, we're not gonna make it. We're gonna go up just one more. Got it. Kind of want to use this one though, so I'm gonna press this down. There we go.
Whoa.
Woo. Okay, a little bit more here. Let's change the camera angle. We can get you guys looking the right way. That's a little stretched right there. Let me pull this. I'm going to cut the paint. There we go. That's better.
So much concentration, you can't talk.
I can't.
Find the puzzle piece. Find the missing piece.
I think I got it. I don't know. Off a little bit. These are proving to be a little harder. Let's see here. Let's get it right there. Oh, not like that. Close.
Close, getting there. Let's see how good you can get it to stick.
think we got it. I could always trim it a little bit here and there. Spots that look like they might be overlapping a little wrong. There we go.
Maybe you got it.
I don't know. Let's see. There we go. That's smoothing out pretty good. There we go. I'll cut and trim a couple of these areas right here, like right there, where it just doesn't match up very good. You can see right here, that can kind of be pressed up. Probably get rid of this one completely. Same thing right here. Let's just and really we're just kind of fading this into the center. Anywhere where there's little spots that are hanging up, we'll just cut them. We can smooth them out. Okay. We'll double check all this before we go to spray, because we could have some areas that lift anyways. Last little piece right here. Might need two pieces. I don't know. We might make it. Let's see how this goes where we have to meet two of them together.
We might be here all night.
No, we're going to get this first go around. Let's see. Whoa. Let's try that again. Well, I can't really do it that way. Let me. Not the easiest thing to do.
Ben says Adam and his Infinity stencils. It's like watching an action movie where they never run out of ammo.
All right, that's pretty close.
What are these stencils made out of?
They're made out of vinyl.
It's not the stuff where you wet the surface first?
No. You wouldn't want to do that. That's on like decals where you're going to leave them on. Gonna trim that up. Trim this extra. There we go. I can lay right there. Trim all that. There we go. And that'll kind of fade. And then we'll see what we can do here to be able to kind of line these two guys up. Yeah, we just got a little bit right here.
Yep, just a tiny piece.
Tiny little bit. Who thinks that's going to match up perfect? You think so?
Maybe.
Chances are slim, but you never know.
You can find the right angle. You can do it.
Yeah, I don't know if the right angle's here, but the good thing is it's right underneath the tank. We're going to be able to. Looks like they're kind of different angles for sure. We're going to see what we can do here, though.
Ben said, last round. Oh, wait, found another ammo crate. You can make it work, Adam.
Okay, we're going to do it, hopefully. Get rid of some of this extra stuff that's just hanging around. Okay.
Now you got yourself tangled up in it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad right now, but I'm going to get it. Watch. Right there. Oh, dang close. But what we'll do is I'll just trim that into that. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit different just right in this tiny little corner here. But it won't be too bad. I probably should have planned it out right here, to be honest, because I have that problem there anyways. But we're good. Pull some of these extras out of the way. I'm just going to pull this one right here. Here a little bit right there. Okay, it's not perfect, but you can see how that's kind of, yeah, it's not bad. There's a little weird one right there, but I'm going to fade that in. Not really even going to be able to see it. All right, let's double check all this. Make sure all our edges are pressed down. All right. What do you say? We start painting this, huh?
Yeah.
It's about time. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to paint it this way. I'll probably give you guys the bird's eye view here. Easier to see. Okay, that's better. Let's grab our mixture. Once again, this is the same gray color, but with a little bit of candy black mixed into it. Makes a little bit darker gray. Okay, let's do it. Make sure those are all down right there. Now, once again, I'm not going to go all the way. I'm going to do a little bit of a fade. So I'm going to go about halfway, and then I'm going to let it kind of fade out, blend out. All right, I'm just going to take a peek at this real quick because I want to see to make sure that we're in the right shape. Oh, yeah, perfect. Oh, yeah, we nailed it.
You're putting candy over that?
There's just a couple of drops of candy in the original color. So what I'm spraying is the same color with a couple of drops of candy added to it. Pretty much concentrating on the edge and then blending out. A little more paint. Here we go.
Someone could hear the cops.
It doesn't happen very often around here.
No, yeah, but that's funny that you could hear the cops. But yeah, it does not happen very often around here. Someone earlier said something was going down at the gas station, so I'm not sure what's going on.
The gas station down there?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can see
They're
something.
probably getting robbed again.
I hope not.
Gas station always getting robbed.
Ben said the cops are coming for you guys for wasting all the stencils.
Yeah, that's about what it is, man. Could have doubled these up.
Will the flake show through the grays?
To the grays? No. Nope. We're spraying down a pigmented paint. This is not transparent. The red and the other colors were a transparent candy. Candies are transparent. You can see through them. This gray, and they don't make a gray candy. Closest you got is a black candy. But this is a little bit of black candy dropped into the gray just to tint it. It's not for the transparent purposes. It's just to tint it a little bit. Okay, we're looking good. I want to double check this front part right here to make sure they could probably use a little more paint right there. But it seems to me like we got it. We probably still want to shade this edge. Let me look at my fender. Yeah, but we'll go back. We'll go back and fade that edge one more time once we pull these stencils. So I think we're good to go. Let me take a look at this. Oh yeah.
Looks like earlier it was a car accident. That's sad.
Oh yeah, we're doing good here. You can see if we would have done this in black, it would have looked completely different. Would have been a little bit muddier looking, a lot more contrast from the gray to the black. But the fact we just added just a couple of drops of black to the original color, and you could do that with any color. You know, probably not. You wouldn't want to add black to like a red or something like that. You probably just add like a little bit more darker red would be better. But with grays, you could always use black to darken it. When it comes to colors, you can use other colors to darken it different ways. Hopefully that makes sense.
All that work and you just peeling it off?
Peeling it off. Can't save it. Can't save it. Why is it not coming off? We'll get that in a minute. Let me pull this. Oh, there we go.
So you're not putting anything transparent over the gray?
No. Basically, it's the same color with a couple of drops over the top of the a couple of drops of black into the gray over the top. All right, and we'll once again I'll have to fix this paint. You can see that little bit of paint peel that we had right there, that burn up we had earlier. When I go to clear coat this, I'm also going to make sure I'm putting tack coats on that. There's definitely lighter coats because we don't want to disturb that anymore. And our next round of clear, when I do the leafing and stuff like that, I'll repair that with the same colors. I'll just take a little bit of the gray, go over the top, lay down the same stencil, kind of match it up. It's not that big of a deal, really. The thing is you don't want to keep pound. If you see that happening, a lot of people want to just keep on laying down more paint, hammering down more paint over and over. That's not gonna fix it. If you're doing dry coats, maybe you can like build up over it and take care of it. But really hammering down wet coats, that's what caused the problem in the first place. Adding more is not going to fix it. Okay, let's fade this edge right here. See how we're going to just basically just spray right here and just blend off. That way we can kind of add a little bit of a drop shadow to that line. Same color. Same gray with a couple drops of black. Missed a little bit right there. See, that's why you use a tape removal blade, because I just cut into that.
I do saw one of those right here on your table.
And that's what happens sometimes when you just use a regular blade.
Right there.
Okay. Well, use it next time. Good thing it's close to the edge and I'm going to be able to blend it in, but
Jay says, all that just to rip it off. Now I know how my wife feels when she wears all that fancy lingerie. That's a funny comparison.
Yeah, see, it was off a little bit right there, but we had to meet up. No big deal.
Practice what you preach.
True that.
Love the black and silver color combo.
Thank you. Okay. We got it. Let's pull this tape and hope for the best, huh? I've still got one more giveaway to do at the end, so stick around. Tape removal blade. You say it was right over there?
It was over here.
I think it's stuck to it.
Oh. There, here's one.
Thank you. All right. Pull these ones off first.
Rod said, I guess the two of us are having a bad time with Harleys today. I ran the sealer on a bag, and I didn't see a chip until I sprayed silver base on the tank. Today was not my day.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. That's the thing about silver base. You got to make sure that there's no issues with the prep at all. It's not very forgiving, but you could paint the same thing with black paint. Once you clear it, that chip will be gone. That's the wonderful thing about spraying black paint and clear coating, and it's you can get away with a lot. But it'll come back and get you, because if you ever polished straight black, it's not an easy thing to do either. So polishing flake and bright colors are way easier. Way easier. All right. Expose the rest of this tank.
Look at all those spinners on the floor.
All right, looking good. Go ahead and pull that as well. I always like to pull the masking tape before pulling the final vinyl edge. Okay, here it goes. All right, we did it.
Looks rad.
It's pretty good.
The gray and silver look really sharp with the red and the black.
Yeah, it gives it some nice contrast.
Yeah, it does.
So.
Looks cool.
I think so too.
Looks sick, Adam. Nice
right.
job. Very nice.
Hit this with some glass cleaner. That don't look like glass cleaner. It's almost out. Come on. That's all I got. Just kind of wipe it down. The nice thing is we're using solvent-based paint, so we can use water-based glass cleaner to kind of clean everything up. Kind of look for any kind of overspray if we happen to miss any lines. Here you can see our little bit of problems here. I pushed it down where it cracked. So when I clear this, I'm going to just be really careful, make sure I get a couple of light coats on this area right here before I go hammering down a bunch of wet coats, because we could have the same issue when it comes to clear coat. Same thing could happen. It'll start to craze up the clear coat. What we want to do is make sure we bridge that, build it up a little bit. And then once it's covered, it's not going to have any more issues from there. You just want to make sure that anything that's like really loose, that's about to flake off, just make sure that you either sand it off or rub it down, push it down, and you're fine. We're still going to get good adhesion there. But it's going to, even if we do flush it out with clear coat, you're still going to see the little cracks and imperfections. We just need to cover them up with some paint. But we do need to sand it smooth before that point. So that's what we're going to use the little bit of clear coat for in this next go around. Make sure we sand that smooth, fix it up, touch it up with the same graphic. Nobody will ever know. Fix our mistake. That's what it's all about, really. We're going to run into these little errors because we're breaking a lot of rules. We still got Silverleaf to add into this, so there's still a whole nother level of a look that's going to be going on in here. We're going to do the obviously not tonight, but the silver leaf with the red candy blend over the top. That's going to be done in this area right here, all the way around. It's going to stop right here. So basically those two areas. And then we'll do a little bit of the same honeycomb into there to match the fenders too. So good looking bike. I like it. Okay, well, we ready for that last giveaway? What do you think? Yep. Okay, because we're done here. It's looking good. So hashtag LiME in the comments if you haven't yet. We'll give you a chance to win. Like I said, if you are a YouTube member, you're going to win a t-shirt too. Long sleeve.
Will you cover with inner coat till next process?
You can. I'm going to put these into clear coat Saturday. I'll throw them into clear coat real quick. The fender actually has to go in there too one more time, so I'll just throw it in there with that. Yeah. Okay, I think we're ready. What do you think?
Okay.
All right, guys, good luck.
Brian Madden, real quick, said, thanks for the tip on something. Oh, boy. On the 3000 disc. Works well for the price.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
It went so fast, I couldn't hardly read it.
Yeah, the 3000. Oh, yeah, 3000 grit. That's the ticket when you go to polishing. Do that really good.
Okay, there you go.
All right, let's go. Justin Busey. That's that right? Busey? I don't think so. Yeah, because there's that actor, Busey, isn't it? That crazy dude. What's his name? Somebody will say it. Busey. He has like the crazy eyes. You know who I'm talking about? No. You'll know him when you see his face. Yeah. Okay, but it's not him. It might be his brother. All right, congrats, Justin. Tell your brother I said hi. Oh my gosh. You won. Gary, there you go, Gary. Yeah, and I'll show you his face later, and you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, I know that dude."
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, he's crazy.
Name, I'm not sure. I can place it. You'll have to show me.
I'll have to show you. Well, congrats to the winners. We give away stuff every week, so hey, if you're here Thursday night, you always have a chance to win. If you want to learn more, you want to learn how we painted this tank and all the other lives that we have, you can go, like I said, you can go rewatch them on the YouTube channel. Hit the likes, hit the comments, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the super chats. And next week, we may be laying out leaf on this. I may go ahead and actually do it and do another video on it, but I really need to get going on these parts to get them finished. So got to move a little faster than I'm moving now. But yeah, this is where we're at. Who knows what next week's going to bring us, but we'll be here.
I didn't think I was going to be here. I thought I was going to Mom's Unhinged. that comedy show, but it's Wednesday.
Well,
Lucky.
Oh, great. Would have been boring
I'm
without
gonna
you.
be unhinged on Wednesday and back on Thursday.
Well, fun for you.
Yeah, we'll see. It's supposed to be funny.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody. Hey, I appreciate y'all being here.
Yeah, thanks everyone for being here, and then we will see you again next week. Have a good weekend.
See ya.
Bye, guys.